Welcome to Kaleidoscope of the Soul, a space where we look at changing patterns, shapes, and colors of our life's forces, continually shifting energy. Host Lynne Juneau is a psychic medium and healer who uses her gifts of clairvoyance, clairaudience, and mediumship to bring insight to her clients and illuminate their life's purpose. Using symbolology with colors, numbers, ribbons, billets, and more, Lynne helps to facilitate healing and closure within her work. Kaleidoscope of the Soul reminds us that we are a cosmic rainbow of breathing life, creating infinite and beautiful soul complexities of expressions and hue in every moment. Now, here is your host, Lynne Juneau.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Oh, and people are already starting to come in. This is so fabulous. Hold on a second. Let me move that. Okay. Adam, thank you for joining. K Wheezy Wheezy. We're not doing ribbons today, my dear. Jamie, hello, hello. And Elizabeth, thank you for joining. Mel McConnell is in the house. Yay, hello. And Mary Kershaw, thank you for joining. Good morning, Adam. And Kim Princess, hello, dear. Elizabeth Jones and Medium Jennifer Rose, thank you for joining, my dear friend. Oh, goodness. Now, I know you all are used to me doing ribbons, and I do a lot of ribbon readings. It's become my specialty. But on Kaleidoscope of the Soul today, we're just a slight change in our viewpoint and can just adjust everything in our lives. I'm going to talk about stones and crystals and their magic and their power. Kay Weezy, I'm not doing flowers today either, sweetheart. Teresa Cardy, hello from Ireland. Oh my goodness, thank you for joining. And I am going to be doing readings, but I'm going to do a little bit of sharing of information with you first, okay? And I'll wait for a few more people to weigh in. I am Lynne Juneau, psychic medium. Most of you who are weighing in know me already. I'm here in wonderful, not so sunny California today. Veronica Johnson from Indiana. Hello, hello. Mary Kershaw. Oh, goodness. Shield Nova. That's not a familiar name to me. Thank you for joining. I am doing very well today. Thank you. I'm excited to be here with all of you. Oh, Elizabeth Jones from South Wales. Forgive my ignorance. South Wales is in Australia. Yes? Okay. So I am going to be doing readings today with crystals. Elizabeth Andrews, I think I saw that name. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, go back here. Yeah, I appreciate all of you. Brolic, thank you for joining. I am well. Again, I'm going to be reading crystals and stones today. New South Wales is UK. Okay, forgive my ignorance there. You are in the UK, and I have a lot of lovely people that join us from the UK. All right. Jamie, hello. Christine, Summer Tackett from West Virginia. Oh, boy. And Veronica Johnson. All right. So bear with me, folks. I'm going to do some introductory information here just to begin with. Vladimir, Dawn. Okay. So today's episode of Kaleidoscope of the Soul is about crystals and rocks, and that's going to be an all-inclusive term to describe everything from little nondescript pieces of rocks to valuable gemstones, right? And Ronnie Shabazian, welcome. Dom from South Africa. Oh my goodness. So Almost anything in the world can be used to do readings. And those of you, many of you are healers and do psychic readings yourself, right? You can do anything. You can use anything for readings, from tea leaves to sticks to rocks, oracle cards, clouds, ribbons, yeah, which is what I do. Flowers, that's another source of tuning in to our own intuition, right? But many times these tools don't have any energy of their own. Flowers do, of course, and the rocks do, because rocks and flowers are more related to Mother Earth. And so they're part of the earth, they're part of our surroundings, and they do have their own vibration and their own energy. So they also can be easily infused with our own energy, especially when that's our intention. So you're all familiar with, I'm sure, the fact that jewelry and gemstones that we use in healing practices, for example, they get infused with our own energy. And I had an experience early in my spiritual journey when I was in my 20s in Seattle, and I connected with a couple of women who were like-minded, which was really wonderful. And one of them, Martha, who was a nurse in training, said to me, you can do psychometry. I know that. Just know this about you. And I said, I've never done psychometry. And for those of you not familiar, psychometry is simply the intuitive process of holding an object in your hand, usually, and picking up the energy and the vibration from that. Okay. So she said, watch, I'm going to prove it to you. So my friend Martha tells me to close my eyes, open my hand, and she drops a rock into my hand. And she goes, just let it rip. Just start talking. So I started to get where the rock came from, deep in a cave, some shaman picking it up thousands of years ago. And she said, wait, that's too far back in history. Don't go back that far. So she goes, come to present day. So I'm holding on to this rock Martha gave me, and I hear two people arguing, and I see a couple, and things are not going well for them. And now I'm getting into it, and I'm describing this discord with them. And she said, stop. And I'm going on. She goes, stop. She goes, that's our marriage. Stop. And I had no idea they were having problems. And I opened my hand, and this was the most ordinary looking rock. Not a ring, not a gemstone. So it really is incredible how much rocks can absorb, right? Most of us are familiar with the fact that if you're doing Reiki or healing, the energy can be greatly enhanced and improved by the use of rocks and crystals. So I have a friend, Tammy, who is a Reiki master. Hold on, I'm going to grab one of these to show you. And when you enter her room that she has set aside for healing, you can tell this is where Tammy spends her extra money, because there are beautiful amethyst columns, citrine columns. There are geodes all over the place, and the energy in this room is just dope. Okay, so I want to show you this, and oh, good, the cameras are working well today. Okay, this is a quartz crystal. It's called a golden healer, and this is a really good size. These are very valuable, and they are instrumental. They are just wonderful in enhancing trance healing, Reiki healing. This was gifted to me. Okay, and those are pretty pricey, so I was lucky to get it. Another stone I was gifted with is this gorgeous blue tourmaline. You see how big that is? And there is a wonderful story behind that. A gentleman named Mike, who is actually a very good psychologist by trade, he and a friend of his started a meditation group in his little office space that went on for years, a couple times a month. Okay. And this one is a blue tourmaline. Okay. And when Mike decided, when you went into his office, And this is a regular office space in Orange County, right? You could hardly walk across the room for all the different, there were crystals everywhere, up on shelves, across the floor. It was this wonderful chaos, right? When he decided to thin out these crystals because he was about to move, I was lucky enough to get gifted with this. Not only is it probably valuable as far as money, which doesn't really matter to me, it's the energy connected to this, because think about it. This was in his office for years, absorbing all the energy of us meditating there, several groups a month, meditating in that space, psychic work and healing being done, and this beautiful blue tourmaline absorbed it. So whenever, yeah, Mandy says, yeah, that golden healer is really special. So whenever I want to connect quickly to spirit for doing spiritual work or healing, and I want to stay grounded and get my spiritual energies grounded, I grab my blue tourmaline. Okay? So Mel has asked a good question. Is it true you should never touch someone else's crystals? Yes and no. I would ask permission before touching someone else's crystals. And when I bring crystals and rocks home from a store or they're gifted to me, I sage them or I will cleanse them in salt water. Be careful with the salt water because there are a few things I believe. Selenite is one of them. This is selenite. A lot of us have this, but it's really pretty fragile. And I believe this is one of the stones that if you soak it in salt water, it's going to start disintegrating. So be careful. You might want to look it up first. All right. So one of the other things I want to talk about is the fact that when you're using crystals and stones, the color, the shape or the configuration, and what it's actually comprised of, those are all factors in how they work. Because remember, these stones and rocks have their own energy. So let me show you another example. Helen Smith, hello, hello. Okay, these are wonderful clear quartz crystals, okay? This one is pretty much a regular point, although it's got a little extra guy on there too. Let me back this up a little bit. Woo, I hope you can see that. This, with all the different points and all that different activity going on, this is a solution quartz, okay? And see all the apparent points going in all directions and all over the place. I love this solution quartz because what this does is bring order into chaos. So when I'm trying to figure something out, I grab my solution quartz. I actually have a whole chart in storage somewhere. Okay, Mandy, how do you know which crystal works for yourself? There's a lot of information on that out there, which I'll share with you in a minute. And also, part of it is using your own intuition. When you hold that crystal, how does it feel to you? Hold it in your hand, hold it near your heart, hold it at your solar plexus, and ask for guidance. Yeah? Okay. I was starting to describe where I have a chart somewhere of all quartz crystals, and depending on what configuration they are, they all do different things. And it's a whole page of these. It's fascinating. Okay? So, for those of you who would like to look into the power and the definitions and everything of the crystals further, here's what I would recommend. This has been my go-to book forever for looking up crystals, okay? The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. And in preparation for this, I started looking into Judy Hall a little more, and she was just fascinating. Judy Hall was born in 1944, and she passed away about 4 years ago. She lived to be 77, okay? She authored over 45 books, including the Crystal Bible. And it turns out She was known for her work not only as an expert in crystals and healing, but astrology, past life therapy. She was a psychic. Oh my gosh, it's like, what didn't this woman do? And not surprisingly, she was a Leo, born August 6th. She was a firehouse, I'm telling you. Her writings have been translated into 16 languages, and her impact on the world of metaphysics was just immense. So you can still find Judy Hall's books on Amazon pretty readily. I recommend the Crystal Bible to all of you. Her daughter has kept her Facebook page intact so that they continue to share her wisdom. And she was named as one of the top 100 living spiritual authors 4 times by the Watson list in the UK. All right. So anyway, take a look, because the shape and the configuration of these rocks and crystals and geodes all make a difference. Okay. All right, so let's see what other questions we have here. I appreciate your comments. Like Helen and so many of you are probably familiar with Crystal Bible. Helen Manzel, thank you for weighing in. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to say about Crystal Bible is, and I didn't know flowers very well, and I didn't know rocks, but when you refer to the Crystal Bible, there is a colored photograph in here. Oops. Colored photograph, a description of what it looks like, what colors it comes in, what countries it's found in. Metaphysical attributes is like the main thing she goes over in here. Also, how to use it for healing and different forms of it. So this is really a comprehensive book. The other thing I came across is this wonderful chart that I found on Amazon for all of $7. And it has photographs of all the various crystals, their geological attributes, and then also at least 1 or 2 lines about what they're good for metaphysically. All right. And this is called the Quick Study Home Gemstone and Crystal Properties Laminated. You can find this on Amazon. Very cool. Okay. So whether it's jewelry or just a stone you can hold or a stone that's been installed in a building, the rocks have a lot of energy. And I'm going to start doing readings for y'all right now. And oh my goodness, sorry. Happens every time I read. I was so excited to find a deck of cards based on Judy Hall's writings and studies. So I'm going to be drawing these cards for you, and I have actually collected the various crystals, and I'll show them to you. And some of them are a little small. If you're not able to see them totally, the pictures are pretty good. And I'm going to hold the stones as I'm doing the readings, okay? And so I will absorb the energy of them as I'm reading for you. Brenda, thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And I see Bernadette is in the house, and Jamie, and oh my goodness. Hello, hello. Let me see who I'm drawn to. Helen, there are a lot of crystals that are good for anxiety. I would share with you that amethyst is just a wonderful all-around stone for balance, emotionally, spiritually, and even good for sobriety. That has been a struggle for me in the past. Amethyst is a wonderful go-to stone. Aquamarine is good for calming also. Okay. let's see who's still in the house, okay? Adam, are you still with us? Oh my goodness, there are so many of you joining me today. How am I going to get to you? Okay. Stacia. Hi, Stacia. Our friend Stacia Cherry is in the house. Dolores, Bernie Gear. Awesome. Yep, Adam. Okay. So, Adam Fagan. Let's see what we have for Adam Fagan. Okay, so they've had me pull the card appetite, not like in we're hungry. Appetite. Okay, let me find this one. I even put these in alphabetical, y'all. This was really something. Okay. Wheezy's birthday is October 8th. Happy birthday in advance. Adam Fagan. We have for you appetite, which is this lovely green stone. All right. It has to do with spiritual development. Now, I drew this at random. I know Adam a little bit. Okay. We are friendly acquaintances, I would say. And I know that this year Adam has been doing a lot with healing work, and that is also in the wheelhouse of all kinds of spiritual development. Adam, what I hear them saying is that yes, the healing that you've been learning, getting on board with the Reiki is part of it, but it's not all of it. There's a much bigger picture of spiritual development that you have been going through. You were dreaming of crystals last night. Yeah. And I just let you know about my show today, didn't I? Okay. So this is about the interface between consciousness and matter. If you're doing Reiki healing, excuse me, how basic is that? Okay. You're bringing in spiritual energy and bringing it into physical form to do healing, right? This is a stone of manifestation. I'm sorry, folks, it's not me. It has a high vibration. It's attuned to the future, and it also connects to past lives. Adam, I believe in a reading I did for you at some point, I told you you have past life experience as a healer. See if you remember that or not. Appetite balances the physical and the subtle energy bodies and overcomes nervous exhaustion. Adam, have you been pushing yourself too hard lately? Are you burning the candle at both ends, dude? You need to slow down and take care of yourself, all right? This stone, appetite, let me show it again here, develops your psychic abilities, enhances your spiritual development, deepens meditative states, and raises Kundalini energy. That'll be wonderful for all the work that you are doing now. It clears blockages in the base chakra, ameliorates, boy, is that a 25-cent word, frustration, and supports expressing passion without guilt. Adam, there are parts of you developing, and I see this wonderful energy going from your base chakra all the way to your crown and shooting up through the top of your head. Oh my goodness, what beautiful development you are going through. Okay. And I think you know exactly what this is referring to. So appetite, spiritual development. There you go, Adam. Blessings to you, and thank you for joining the show today. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to put that card back. These are rando. I'm telling you, I don't invent these things. Okay, so we got Adam read for. Thank you, thank you. Teresa McCarty from Ireland. Teresa. I'm glad I have these cards and I don't have to dig through a box of rocks. Teresa McCarty. Ooh, I knew this was something blue. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. So for Teresa, I don't know how well you can see that. Blue calcite. Okay, I'm still here. So this is blue calcite. Isn't that pretty? It's a light blue with some tinges of purple in it. And blue calcite is about clear communication. So let's talk about that for you, Teresa. And Teresa, you're still in the house, yes? Oh dear. Apologies, folks. I just got my comments back. Just a second. Okay. And so Teresa McCarty, you have blue calcite. If you could just weigh in, please. Let me know that you're still here, or did you have to jump off? Okay. So for Teresa McCarty, hopefully she's hearing this. This is about clear communication. And Teresa, please weigh in if you're still here. This has a high vibration also, and it enhances communication of all kinds, clarifies the mind, quiets the mental chatter, and lifts thoughts to a higher vibration to accelerate spiritual maturity. Okay? So, Teresa, if you come back in, I will go a little further into that. Blue calcite. Okay. Sorry, folks, I don't see her here, so I'm going to put this aside. So Helen is saying she had just ordered an apatite crystal and was drawn to that. Okay. Brenda Andrews, are you still in the house, please? Brenda Andrews, okay. Come on down, please. She said her birthday is October 6th. Oh, there are so many of you here. Oh my goodness. Sorry, folks, we're having a little bit of challenge here. Okay. Brenda Andrews, I hope you're still here. I have to watch for your comments on my screen for the moment. I need to jump back into this, y'all. Okay. I'm sorry. I know this is jumping around a little bit. Bernie Gear. Okay, Kelly is back. Bernie Gear. Hi, Bernie. Bernie Gear, are you still here, please? And then Veronica Johnson. Okay, Bernie, let's draw something for you. Bernie, are you still in the house? Coming down, come on down. All right, Bernie Gear. There she is. Gear. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, I got it. What we have for you, Bernie Gear, is flint. Okay? And this is the actual stone. And I think we all know you can use flint to start a fire. Isn't that interesting? And this is a very earthy energy to this, has to do with rites of passage. And that's interesting because Bernie just shared that she is a pensioner. So let's see what this stone flint is all about. This nurturing stone takes you into the womb of Mother Earth to reconnect to the wise feminine and priestess power. Okay? Bernie, being a pensioner, I feel that you have entered a new phase of your life where you have the opportunity to reinvent yourself. This is perfect for rites of passage that mark the transitions of womanhood. And there's more than one. Yes? You are going through a transition of becoming a pensioner. And I can tell you that so many of us later in life are getting the opportunity to do what we wanted to do all along, like me doing this. Okay? It assists the underworld in journeying and contacts power animal allies. Does that resonate with you, Bernie? Are you interested in totem animals and spirit animals? That's another divination tool I have is my totem animal cards. Wonderful, okay? It cuts through blockages and past life ties, removes energetic dis-ease, and raises your energetic frequency so that nothing negative sticks to your aura. This heals past life wounds, clearing the etheric blueprint. With its grounding and stabilizing action, flint brings structural integrity to all bodies. This is a new life for you, Bernie. Yeah? You have the opportunity to reinvent yourself, restructure your life. Oh, you are interested in the totem animals. Okay, we've got the comments happening a little faster here. Thank you all for your patience. You know, technology is great when it works and sucks when it doesn't. So here you go. Here's flint. You've got the tools to start a new fire. How about that, Bernie? Thank you for letting me work with you, dear. Enjoy your transition into your new life. It's going to be awesome. You can manifest this. I have faith in you, Bernie. You could do this. All right. Blessings to you, my dear. I'll put my rock back. Okay. Okay, Veronica Johnson. Let's get to you, Veronica. Oh, Ronnie has to leave. He's off on another adventure. Take care, Ronnie. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay, Veronica Johnson. Send me some energy, honey. Let's focus on you here. That one? Okay. Oh, boy. I love the name of this. Okay, Veronica Johnson, we have for you Unikite. I'm sorry, the lighting is a little strange on that card. I hope you can reach it or read it. And this is an actual piece of unakite. So it's kind of a reddish brown with some greens and whatnot running through it. I hope you can see that, but that is unakite. All right, so Veronica, this crystal has to do with recuperation and recovery. Spirit is showing me something for you, Veronica, from about 6 months back, where it feels like you took a bit of a hit to your health and had to come back from that. Would you understand that? Okay. So this has to do with disease diagnosis, unakite. The other thing I'm hearing for you, Veronica Johnson, is that if you go into healing work, and I feel that you've at least considered that although we're really not supposed to diagnose exactly when we do healing work, but what they're saying instead is that you would have a good indication. You would be tuned into what is going on with your sitter. Oh, yes, and you're still dealing with this hit to your health. Okay, thank you for validating, and I'm sorry you're going through that. That's a tough one. If Teresa McCarty is back in the house, I will finish her reading. I'm so sorry. This is spirit messing with my throat. Just saying. All right. Veronica, gridded in the environment, unakite radiates a gentle, calming energy that negates the effect of electric and the magnetic field, EMFs. Veronica, all of us have a plethora of gadgets, yeah? You're being advised to do some shielding of yourself, to maybe not, to be aware that you may be more affected than some people by EMFs. One of the things I do, this little fluorite, this is a fluorite pyramid. I often set this on my laptop while I'm working, okay? So this supportive stone, unakite, overcomes insomnia, helps healthy pregnancies, and strengthens the skin and hair. It's particularly helpful for recovering your strength after a serious illness. Is spirit good or what? Oh, you have a kidney stone. Ow, owie, owie. Yikes. I'm so sorry. That's a tough one. Unakite reveals the root cause of the disease, dis-ease, and blockages, whether it arises in the distant or the near past, bringing them to the surface for transformation and release. Veronica, the suggestion here is that there may be past life connections and childhood connections, energy blockages that have helped manifest into this kidney stone, which is a blockage of your ability to filter things, toxins and whatnot out of your system. You're being blocked, okay? So something to look into with the healers that work with you, my dear Veronica, okay, is looking for the deeper root cause of whatever this, of the kidney problem that you've been having. It provides grounding when needed, especially after meditation or psychic work. It also helps stabilize the emotions and helps with visualization. It facilitates rebirth on a spiritual level, including past life healing. Wow, is this so appropriate for you, Veronica? Unakite. I hope this information has been helpful to you. Many blessings and more recovery from you, okay? For you. All right, Teresa. I held on to your card, Teresa McCarty, sorry. If I mispronounce your name, I'm just a crazy Californian. Cut me some slack. Okay, let's go back. Teresa McCarty, you got blue calcite. Isn't that beautiful? and you're sending me a blue heart. I had the feeling, I might be psychic. I had the feeling before I drew this card, something blue was coming up for you. This has to do, in case you didn't hear what I said before, with clear communication. The blue of your throat chakra is being emphasized to me. What are you not saying, Teresa? What are you holding back that you wish you could say and you're not saying it? That's part of what I'm getting for you, right? Blue calcite clarifies the mind, strengthens the mental chat, quiets the mental chatter, okay, and lifts your thoughts to a higher vibration to accelerate spiritual maturity. This is a high vibration stone. I hear Spirit saying for you, Teresa, to rise above whatever these blockages are in your willingness to communicate your own truth, because it's holding you back on a lot of levels. Hurt feelings, controversies with people are also part of this. It's as though you've frozen yourself a little bit. This stone, someone was asking me about calming stones. This blue calcite also helps with relaxation, soothing the nerves, lifting anxieties, and releases toxic emotions and helps people adapt to necessary change. It dissolves pain on all levels. Okay. Teresa says sometimes it's best to say nothing. Okay. So in cases where you want to avoid controversy and confrontation with people, I hear you, Teresa. Another option would be for you to write it down. So you're getting it out of your head, out of your heart. If you write it down, whatever's bothering you, on a piece of paper, and then burn it, that might, I see that as being suggested to you by Spirit as being something healthy, very healthy. There are ways to express it without expressing it directly to the person we have the problem with. Yeah? Okay? So I hope that was helpful to you, Teresa. Blessings to you. Many blessings to you. Okay. Back. Veronica. Okay. You're welcome, Teresa. Mary Kershaw, come on down. I appreciate everybody's patience. It's been a little bit glitchy today. Okay, Brenda. Brenda's here. Okay. I'm going to read for Mary and then Brenda's next. Okay. Mary and then Brenda. So, okay, Mary Kershaw. Mary Kershaw. One. Okay. Mary Kershaw, for you, my dear, we have hematite. And a lot of you may already be aware of hematite. This is a shiny, silvery black stone. Stacia says all these colors are inspiring her to paint today. Stacia has many talents. Don't let her fool you. She may be quiet and sweet, but she's a powerhouse. Okay, so Mary Kershaw, you have this wonderful, this is a small but mighty stone, this hematite, okay? Wonderful for grounding. This crystal is for harmonizing the mind, body, and spirit. It doesn't get too much better for grounding than hematite. If you even put a little piece of this in your pocket and walk around with it, wonderfully helpful. Earthy and high vibration, both. Best of both worlds, huh, Mary? How does that sound? Powerful grounding and protecting stone. Hematite helps you feel stable and secure. This stone harmonizes body, mind, and spirit, anchoring you. If you only have one foot on the ground in this incarnation, you know what, y'all? I'm going to put a piece of hematite in my pocket. I almost always have one foot on the ground and one foot, into the ethers. So can you relate, everybody? Okay. This establishes a connection to the core of the planet while allowing you the freedom to roam the cosmos and know you will always know the way home. Never mind breadcrumbs, y'all. Hematite, little piece in your pocket. It facilitates coming to terms with mistakes you've made in your past, recognizing them as learning experiences for your soul. We're all so hard on ourselves, but even our wonky mistakes and bad experiences, God gets to experience those things through us, and we as souls get to learn, right? We need to lighten up on ourselves. This balances the meridians and resolves yin imbalances. It imparts confidence, willpower, concentration, better self-esteem, and helps overcome addiction. This is like grounding on steroids. This is a wonderful stone. Mary, since this is coming forward for you today, it seems very apparent this is something Spirit is saying that you need, okay? I hear that you have been feeling unstable and unsettled lately, and you can easily get back to being grounded. So blessings to you, Mary. Thank you for letting me work with you, and I appreciate everybody's patience today. And there's Mary. Let's go back to Brenda. Brenda. Okay. Brenda is still in the house. Brenda, I hope you hung in there. Okay. She just made a comment a minute ago. Okay, Brenda. Brenda Andrews. That one? Okay. Ooh, all right. You're very welcome, Mary. My pleasure. My grace to read for all of you. Okay. Brenda Andrews, we got a smoky quartz crystal for you. And there's a small one. I wore black today so y'all could see these stones better. You notice I'm not in some bright color today. Because it's about the stones. It's about the rocks, right? So you have smoky quartz. This is a great crystal for grounding and anchoring. So it takes that wonderful transformative energy of quartz, but it's got a lot of brown in it, the smoky color, which is good for grounding. So you get some of both, right? So this vibration of the smoky quartz is both earthy and high vibration. Best of both worlds, right? Oh, Kim likes my blouse. Thank you. I've got two of these are so fun. Smoky quartz is one of the most effective stones for grounding, highly protective and detoxifying. It can reverse the effects of electromagnetic pollution and negative energies generally. This would be another terrific stone, and this one happens to have a flat bottom. Something to put around your electronic devices, like on your laptop or your computer. It's also a highly versatile healer, particularly effective for ailments of the abdomen. As soon as I say that, Brenda, I'm getting this churning feeling in my solar plexus and a little bit lower than that. You've been having some, you don't have to tell us all, but if you've been having digestive issues over the last 3 months, I would say that getting a piece of this smoky quartz will benefit you in a bunch of ways, energetically, spiritually, and even physically, okay? It also helps the hips and legs, so, from the waist down, very beneficial. Traditionally, it strengthens the back and fortifies the nerves. Also works on the kidneys and other organs of elimination. Forgive my memory, but I'm in a bit of an altered state. The lady I read for earlier who had the kidney stone, this would also be beneficial for that, okay? Stabilizes the emotions and overcomes fear and lack of trust and lifts depressions. What doesn't this little smoky quartz do, y'all? Is this wonderful? Oh my goodness. Smoky quartz, and it should not be expensive at all. Grounding, anchoring, and helping you do some detoxifying. Yeah. So whatever's been bothering you physically the last 3 months, Spirit is saying should be helped by this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put this back before. Oh, I can't believe where the time has gone. I want to reiterate. Oh, you do? Okay. I want to repeat again where this information is coming from. Okay. At the beginning of my show, and not everybody was here yet, right? I talked about Judy Hall's Crystal Bible. You can find these on Amazon. They're easy to find. These are absolutely it's a terrific book because it'll have a colored picture, that the colors it comes in, spiritual attributes, healing attributes it has, and where it can be found. This has been my go-to book for years. And if you look up information on Judy Hall, she was an amazing astrologer, psychic, expert on crystals. She is your go-to person. So anytime you want to look up something about the healing and metaphysical traits of stones, there you go. Kelly, I'm available to go overtime a little bit. I'm hoping you are also. So so you can, if you can let me know. Helen, what a sweetheart. Helen says she could watch me all night. I could go for hours doing this, except Kelly and I both have other things we got to go do. Like other shows. Helen. Helen, don't go away. 10 more minutes. Yes, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Yeah, 10 more minutes will help because it took me a little bit to, get on a roll with this. Okay. Helen Smith. Helen Smith. Helen Smith. Ooh. There we go. Okay. I have these in alphabetical order. This is really something. Okay. And then, all right. Kweezy, hang in there. All right. Shungite. Let's do it this way. When you have a bigger piece of it, which I couldn't afford to get. Yeah, Kweezy, hang in there. I'll get to you. This is a very dark stone, and it looks a lot like hematite. I'm very fortunate, folks, to have the owner of a rock shop near here who is a geologist and also a very spiritual man. Not spiritual like us so much, but a deeply religious man who walks his talk, Walt. And he helps me find all these rocks because it's even harder than the flowers. It's like they all tend to look alike to me. So he's assured me that this is shungite, and this has come up for you, Helen Smith. All right. So the vibration of this stone is both earthy and high. This is a crystal for blocking geopathic stress. Geopathic stress. That has come up a number of times, okay? Yes, Stacia, we will do that soon. Absolutely. Okay. Wow. All right. Now, I'm not supposed to diagnose things. And if you're working as a healer, Helen Smith, what this says is this is almost a cure-all. It's like, what isn't this good for? All right. This is a profoundly earthing stone. Shungite protects your physical body and your aura against harmful fields such as EMFs, smog, geopathic stress, which includes negative energy carried by the earth itself, generated by water, electromagnetic stress, and other disturbances. We all take for granted that the gadgets that we use, that we're surrounded by, are absolutely physically safe. We don't know that yet. We might not know for years. And if you think I'm going to jump off StreamYard because of that, no, I'm here with you all. Yeah, I'm going to use Zoom. Yeah. Do I need to clear and protect things from time to time? This is a pyramid of fluorite, which I sometimes keep just sitting on my laptop, okay? Between earbuds and iPhones and iPads and everything, it's nuts, okay? So shungite is really wonderful for blocking that. Anything that's hazardous to your health, whether it's pesticides, free radicals, bacteria, viruses, microwaves, you name it. This is like, have a little piece of this. You know what? I'm gonna put this on my computer. Shungite. Very powerful, wonderful stone. So Helen, I know I'm blown away too. I get to learn along with you all. All right. I get to learn with you. This is my exploration too. Jasmine from Australia, I'm sorry you're feeling lost, my dear. Okay, Helen Smith, it's been my grace to read for you. Thank you for joining us. Kay Weezy is next. I'm going to fit in what I can here, but as always, time. All right, Kay Weezy. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't make this up. We have smoky quartz again. And I just read about smoky quartz. All right. Kweezy, smoky quartz is the ultimate detoxifier. This has the benefits of clear quartz. It's an energy amplifier. Okay. It's also good for grounding and anchoring both. All right. This is the best of both worlds. The smoky quartz is both the energy of the clear quartz with also a lot of grounding in it. It's one of the most effective stones for grounding, very protective, detoxifying, and it can reverse the effects of electromagnetic pollution and negative energies. That's the theme of these readings today, y'all, is not taking for granted all these crazy energies we use. This is a highly versatile healer, especially for ailments of the abdomen, hips, and legs. Kiwizi, I feel into your energy that your hips and your legs have not been as strong or as functional as you would hope for, and this is something that could help with that. Of course, I'm not here to cure or diagnose anything. This is what is said about these things. Okay. It strengthens the back and fortifies the nerves, works on the kidneys and other organs of elimination to remove toxins from the body. So whether it's toxic energy around you from electromagnetic devices or a need to detox, Kweezy, this stone coming up for you is an indication. Okay, he says he's good. All right, great. I'm glad you're not having a problem with that. You may just take a look and say, All of us take in more toxins than we even realize in our diets and water and everything. But whether it's energy or something physical, this would be really, really healthy for you. Okay. So, Kweezy, happy birthday in advance. I'm sure I'll see you on some of our other programs. Thank you as always for joining. Stacia, are you still here? Oh, Ascending Universal Butterfly, thank you for joining. And Jasmine says her cat passed away yesterday from a blood clot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Jasmine. All right, Kweezy. I'm not sure how much he related to that, but just, store it away and maybe look at it again later, please. And you're very welcome, Kweezy. Stacia, let's draw a crystal for you, my love. And I sure appreciate you joining us. Okay, Stacia Cherry. Stacia Cherry. That one. You're going to love this, Stacia. Stacia, you got lapis lazuli, one of my very favorite stones in the world. Oh my goodness. It is this bright, vibrant blue. In fact, this is my best color. This and purple are my best colors to wear. The energy of this is just incredible. This has to do with spiritual guidance, which I have no doubt, Stacia, you've been giving and receiving. And I hear you have gotten recently 3 profound, really strong messages about your spiritual work, which is blossoming like a big flower. But you've heard 3 different pieces of information that were almost like divine downloads for you, is what Spirit shows me. Okay, I'm going to have to wrap this up. This has to do with heaven on earth. It has an extremely high vibration. It's a stone of great, deep spiritual insight, and it strengthens the intuition, psychic abilities, clairvoyance. It is just harmonizing on all levels and helps you find your life purpose. All right? So, Stacia, I'm sorry to cut this short. It also blocks psychic attack, balances the chakras. It puts you in touch with your spirit guardians and mentors. That's the crystal you carry. Woohoo! You're right on track, Stacia. You're hearing your guidance. That's awesome. All right. I'm going to draw one last card for the collective. And it's labradorite. Okay? Labradorite is the crystal for esoteric knowledge. And I wear labradorite on a necklace when I'm getting in touch with the angels. It's a high vibration and it protects your aura. It's this gorgeous, gorgeous blue stone. This is labradorite. And this is for everybody. This is for the collective. All right? This highly mystical crystal is a bringer of light. It contains esoteric knowledge. It raises the consciousness and connects us with universal energies and takes us into another world or other lives. It's also very protective and deflects negative energies. Y'all, I would wish you a wonderful weekend with love and spiritual energy surrounding you, protecting you. Thank you all. It has been my grace to work with you today. If I didn't get to say hi to everybody, and I wish I could have read for everybody, this is what I could do today. I will be on again in 2 weeks. About every 2 weeks, I do Kaleidoscope of the Soul. And then I also read for the Facebook page Universal Spiritualism every other Monday. And every week, the Facebook page Spirit is Everywhere with Kirsty Ashton every Monday at 8:30 Pacific, 4:30 British time. And look for me there. And my website address is at the bottom there, www.lynnejuneau.com. If you've missed any of my programs, you want to look them up, it'll be on there, or if you want to book a reading. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I got to cut Kelly loose to do a gazillion other shows. Thank you so much for joining me, and blessings to all of you.